You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
GUFON Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to GUFON Radio, stream number 64. Tonight, on April 4th, 2019, Thursday, is a historic night for a one Dave Scott, whose eyes that I shall live through for the moment being. He will get to the mountaintop and interview George Knapp tonight. I'm excited. Everybody is, I think. I know Dave is, and he'll be joining me here in about 20-30 minutes or so. He said about bottom of the hour. So, George Knapp, he is one of, I think, 3 of UFOlogy's, say it with me, investigative journalist. He really is. You have to get a degree to get that. You know that, right? You just can't call yourself an investigative journalist, Rich. You have to get a degree. I know. I just said that. It's a different type of journalism. It's breaking stories that nobody else knows. You know? Yes, very excited for this show. For Dave, for Spacedoutradio. I know, George, he's a guy. He's a regular guy. You know what I mean? Just been, here, take a look. There he is, there on the left. Dave, of course, is on the right. Yes, I'm able to make now my own little thumbnails. I've just gotten into it a little more, little by little. I learned something. I learned OBS. Now it's time to move on to the advertising portion of making it on YouTube with thumbnails. I guess thumbnails, like the one I just showed you, are very integral to the growth of a channel, I learned. Yeah, anybody can just put up a title for it. Dave Scott's going to be interviewing, we're going to have a pre-show show. Yes, it's the pre-show show. So we're doing a show that we don't normally do on Thursday. We're doing it for Dave Scott and Spaced Out Radio. It's like, we're a little family over here. Dave and I are friends. I used to broadcast off Spaced Out Radio 3 years ago. And who knows what the future holds for any of us. So when we get somebody that has a lot of integrity, who is a legitimate investigative journalist, Linda Moulton Howe is another investigative journalist. It's important that we get as many people listening as we can because they know the truth more than anybody else. They are the ones who verified and vetted Bob Lazar, right? He's the George Knapp's the guy who got Bob Lazar to go on the news 31 years ago, 30 years ago now? 50? Doesn't matter. It was another lifetime ago, really. A whole generation and a half. Or two. Celebratory drink for tonight is just coffee. It was a weird day, man. I tried to leave the house and I couldn't. Hold on. I know, I was supposed to go shopping. I didn't. So I stayed home, still looking for a job. Tomorrow I'll find out if I got my dream job. I call it a dream job. Not really a dream job, but it's a job that'll give me dream money. And that's all I really care about is money, money, money. And yet I don't make any money here. But I am. We're gonna start turning this shit up for the show. Don't be surprised if you see me being a little happier during each show. I'm very excited. It's a bucket. It is a bucket. Look at the size of that shit. You could put soup in here and be full. This is a very good soup bucket. That thing is huge. Well, here's the other one, which is my normal cup, the Fu Manchu, which is still big. But that's Fu. Right now, that one wasn't clean. Actually, I couldn't find it. I didn't know it was still in here. I usually bring the cups in and clean them every night. So Dave will call in. Oh, it is. Look, that's as big as a face. That's a face-size cup of a bucket of coffee. It's a horse. What do they call those horse buckets? Like a feed bag. I've got a feed bowl. Hi everybody. Sandra, Cassandra 50, Big Cat, Rick, William, Mario Heed, B. Baker in the house doing the monetizing, whatever you call it. Not monetizing, the moderating. Bart L. No, he did not. You're right, Bart L. Great investigative journalist, George. Never managed to investigate the SSN on the Lazar pay stub. Oh, we'll have to ask Dave about that. Even Steven, what's up? Lee's in the house. And if I missed anybody, Pat Walker. Nathan. There we go. Got a couple of you in there. Yeah, this is going to be a good one tonight. So Dave's going to be coming in here in about, 15, 20 minutes or so. Here we go. That's for tonight. And while you're looking at that, hold on. I'm going to pull something up here. What the hell hell is going on, you ask? Not a lot. We have got to get... Hold on a second. Let me get rid of something. All right, there we go. Now, today, like I said, was a weird day. Let me get this back to normal. I'll just be honest. All day, I slept. I think the whole day. My dog's not doing well again, so it's been really tough. A tooth fell out. One of his teeth freaking fell out. Yeah, it was a back tooth, man. I found it next to his food bowl. And he has been really weird. He's twitching because he's in pain. And I was supposed to go pick up his medication for the pain, and I freaking slept just up until an hour ago. And I was like, oh no, I have got to get the show moving. I can't believe this. I can't believe I just did that to my dog. I feel so bad. All I have is, he won't take pills. Like, you can't just say, hey, take this pill. Even if I mashed it up in something, he's not going to swallow it. He hates that shit. I don't know how I'm going to get the pain medication in unless I put it in his food like I normally do, but he couldn't eat today. I don't know, guys. I feel awful. I feel so bad that I did that. I was supposed to do other things. I've got little projects that I've been doing. Supposed to get something done for Bart L, and I've got it done, but I don't like it, so I'm going to do it again. So in other words, it's not done. I know you're here listening. That's why I said it, so you know where I'm at, so we don't have to talk about it all night. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. We don't talk at all, really, ever. It's my fault. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad man, bad seed, bad son, bad person, bad human. I'm a bad ufologist, bad investigator, bad researcher, but I'm a damn good. What am I? I'm not good at anything. I'm just the worst. Third phase of Moon. Now we're waiting for Dave, right? So while we're waiting for Dave, because I'm not going to stay on here 3 hours tonight, so don't think it's one of those shows. But while we're waiting for Dave, here, let's do this. I know, I'm looking for a video that I wanted to play for you, and I don't know where the frigonometry it went to. I don't know where it went. I'm a little bit upset. I am done pretty much with Cassidy Campbell. I am trying to fall in love with them, but I don't know what it is. I can't get into it. He's the guy who plays the wankster. No, the gangster white boy. I've been playing those. I mean, they're funny, but not hysterical. I don't find myself in, wanting more. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me want to wake up and watch one of his videos. I liked a couple of them, and I figured, okay, I'll get used to it, and I'll like the character, but I don't know what it is. He's a nice guy, and his stuff is good. He's not bad, but I'm just not finding myself running to watch his videos. So I don't know where I'm going to go with that. Richie from Boston, I mean, we could do that for tomorrow. Did Secure Team 10 come out with anything? I don't know. I don't really. Today wasn't a good day. I knew Dave was coming on. So that's what we're here for. You know? That's what this is about. And Secure Team 10 still hasn't put a video out. April 1st, he put out a little video with cats. Right? With kitty cats. And he took it off the channel. I guess he didn't feel it was worthy of being on that channel. It was a cute video, but still no videos from Secure Team 10. Richie from Boston. Let's see what Mr. MBB333 is doing. Mr. MBB. Now, for some of you who don't follow the show, these are Vidiots. These are people that I like to expose not Mr. MBB333. He's not a Vidiot, but he falls in the category because some of the things he gets a lot of factual stuff, a lot of interesting weather phenomena. Of course, you guys know what Secure Team 10 is. It's a bunch of bull. I mean, he just takes other people's videos and makes them his. Great. Thank you, YouTube, for that. And, I'm surprised he has 2.2 million subscribers. Third Phase of Moon is putting up interesting videos. You know their history. They have turned legitimate, and we're keeping an eye on them, of course. So it's an interesting ride they've been on, and I'd like to talk to them again in the future, not too distant future, about that ride they took us on. So they don't fall into the Vidiot category, but Vidiots are like UFO Jesus, okay, post-disclosure world. Let's go there. I didn't play the last video that he put down. Right? I didn't play it on purpose. So while we're waiting for Dave here, I am going to play his most updated one. Since George Knapp will most likely be talking about disclosure. Yeah, here's Angus barking right next to me. So I'm going to play the most recent. Now, Post-Disclosure World is a channel that's run by a guy, I can't remember his name. Aaron or something like that, but he calls himself UFO Jesus, thanks to me. And he thinks disclosure was going to happen already. Hold on a second there, Buckwheat. So, here, let's play this.
On YouTube.
I've already started. This will get us warmed up until Dave calls in, and you'll hear Dave calling in, and you'll know. So we've got another 10 minutes before that. And watch this. Let's enjoy it. Let's see the insanity to another level. Here is UFO Jesus.
In this video, I'm going to give you a March 2019 disclosure update. I recommend you watch the entire thing through. In the last portion, I'm going to give you some fascinating yet disturbing updates on the disclosure process. We all know there were at least 4 airborne witnesses to the Tic Tac UFO during the 2004 Nimitz UFO event series. But there were other witnesses that went airborne as well after David Fravor and company landed on the aircraft carrier. A little known fact is that ATIP, the UFO program in the Pentagon, actually interviewed 18 separate witnesses while they were investigating the Nimitz event. On November 14th, 2018, Emmy Award...
This just in. This coming in from Canada sources saying that Dave Scott from Spacedoutradio is going to be here in a few minutes, so hang tight, folks. They just got confirmation of a Dave Scott sighting coming on in about 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. We'll wait for him. No rush, no rush at all. And we'll get you back to your programming, and here we go.
Award winner David Beatty published an amazing, mind-blowingly good documentary titled The Nimitz Encounters on YouTube. If you haven't seen it yet, it's linked below. I highly suggest that you do. Anyways, as a result of releasing this documentary on YouTube, more witnesses from the Nimitz event series have come forward by contacting Emmy Award winner David Beatty. I'm going to share some of those experiences that these other witnesses have experienced regarding their interactions with the Tic Tac UAP that you may not have heard before. One of the witnesses to get in contact with...
Here's one of these people who insist on saying UAP. The guy said UFO up until a few months ago. All of a sudden now, he looks like a sushi chef. He's working. He's just taking a break at Benihana's right now. Holy shit, that's funny. Oh, I love it. And look how white he is. Is that baby powder on there? Did he get some in your beard? I mean, that's a white dude. Nope, I stay away from the sun because the sun can kill you.
With Dave Beatty is named Jason Turner, and he was on the USS Nimitz on November of 2004. He did not work in the Combat Information Center where people sit behind radar screens. he worked in the ship's store and medical department.
There you go.
He was,
read
I
your
guess,
notes.
A petty officer. Anyways, he had a buddy.
By the way, this is a guy who's reading his notes, okay? Reading notes on stuff that he talks about all the time, who criticized me for criticizing him about doing so many edits and splicing on all of his videos. If you look at his older videos, he couldn't get out 7 words without having to cut to another retake or redo. I said, yeah, buddy, you're doing 15-minute videos that are cut and spliced and you still can't get the words right. Why don't you get the words right? So I guess he came back and said, oh, and just because you do a live show means you can speak better than I can? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You can't handle the duration. He can't handle anything, this guy. First of all, he thinks he's smart. He's not. He's just reading stuff that someone else wrote. It's obvious. You're going to fall for it because you're not going to investigate him like I did. But if you want to believe this guy's an original thought, good, go with it. He believes in Santa Claus and a tooth fairy, is just so you know. Just like disclosure is going to happen. He said it was going to happen, that To the Stars Academy was going to make an announcement in March. It's freaking April. I told him nothing's going to happen. Nobody's making an announcement. There's not going to be disclosure. That's the name of his channel, Post-Disclosure World. He thinks he is giving us an insight to what it's going to be like living in a post-disclosure world. Are you insane? Are you crazy? I think he really is all of the above. I think the guy's seriously on a ledge somewhere every single minute of his life. I'm telling you, now that I see that he's working at Benihana's, he could be working at freaking Panda for all we know. Look at those eyes. I mean, does he not look like he's lying to you? Yes. And no.
Buddy who worked in one of the Intel spaces.
I gave you nothing
on the
right
Princeton. There. And his buddy.
I'm just buying time.
Saw the flare footage. So he invited Jason Turner and said, look, you got to come watch this. It's awesome. And
I kept mixing the two names of Jason Turner and the Voorhees guy, and I kept calling him Jason Voorhees. He didn't like that. It's not Voorhees. I go, I know. It's Friday the 13th. Can't you take a joke? This isn't funny. I don't think this is funny. Guy has no sense of humor. But he does have a sense of humor. He went ballistic on one show and started cutting his hair. His hair, I tell you.
Jason Turner had clearance to go into the SSES ship's signal exploitation space where the tape was being housed. And so Jason Turner came to that area of the ship and watched the tape.
Not so easy to keep talking.
According to Jason Turner, it was a much higher resolution video than what was released in the media that we saw.
Right, good job.
And very notably, the tape was 7 to 10 minutes long.
Yeah, and what did we see? 45 seconds, right? Oh, the white on his chest is fake. It probably is. It probably is. But he was talking about this Jason guy, and we talked about it here when I played the videos yesterday of the interviews. And I hope you guys watched the remaining of those. Those were pretty cool. How he talked about how what we saw was the grainy FLIR footage, of course. But what he saw was a detailed craft when he had his meeting behind closed doors with government officials, when they were wiping the data clean, as he said. Which made no sense to me. I don't know how you can wipe the data clean and not remove the timestamp. Something's wrong with the story. I don't know. Maybe it's a military thing. I haven't looked into it yet because I slept all day. But this guy believes everything the government's telling him, everything To the Stars Academy's telling him. Why would they lie? Why would these guys come forward and give this story? He goes, it doesn't make no sense, Rich. Why would they put their status and their reputation and credibility on the line if it wasn't true? I said, I didn't say it wasn't true. That's the whole thing. I never said it wasn't true. I just said we didn't get to see the good evidence, which means we will never see legitimate evidence released by your government. by the Navy, Air Force, Marines, whatever you want to call it, Army, Space Force. You know what I mean? We get to see the grainy stuff. But yet this guy, not this guy on the screen, but Jason, whatever his name was, saw the actual video, not in FLIR footage form. Ooh, that wasn't easy to say, and I don't even have cue cards or any cards. But anyway, I digest.
The video that we saw was only 1 minute and 17 seconds.
That we saw? See, it's not that easy, is it there, Dickie?
Seconds. One critical area of the video, according to Jason Turner, is that the object that was being chased by the F-18s actually did a 90-degree turn and then with hypersonic speed just left the frame. So we're dealing with a video that is around 10 minutes long with verification that this object was able to do a 90-degree turn. So when I tell you that there is a smoking gun out there in the government that UAP are real and probably not of human origin, I'm not playing around. Now, granted, I can't verify if Jason Turner is telling the truth, but he's not the only one that said at the very minimum.
That's right. That's right. Now you're getting it, big guy. Now it's sinking into him. That's exactly what I've been saying. You can't verify that anybody's telling the truth with the videos that we're seeing. Of course, I do believe these people are telling the truth, but they have had a whole shitload of time and years. They had a decade to get this shit together. That happened in 2004. What are we doing? I just hit a button and I don't know what just happened. We're still live, right? All right. But now he's speaking properly. He's actually saying things I've never heard him say before. UFO Jesus, congratulations. You have taken a step into actual reality. That it's possible. We're being lied to. Now, do I think we're being lied to? Yes, all the time. Do I think these guys are lying to us that are witnesses to this event? No, I don't think they're lying. I think they saw what they saw. You know? All right, I'm going to finish this off here.
Minimum, that there is a higher resolution videotape, and it makes a lot of sense that the tape would be longer than what was released. I believe Elizondo has stated that some of this footage is much longer, but they can only release smaller portions of it for security purposes. Another witness that got in contact with Beatty was from the Wallbanger Squadron, which involves the E-2 Hawkeye aircraft, which are early warning aircraft. They're kind of like air traffic controllers, but in the sky. He was involved with avionics, and when the Hawkeye E-2 aircraft lands, he's responsible for securing and removing the avionics hard drives, which have on them the radar records of what occurred that day.
All right, I wanted to bounce off of what Sauce Kite said in the chat room. Where is the openness they promised? You're not going to get it. All right? So forget it. We're not going to get any of that openness. You're just going to get the same thing we've been getting for years. Blurry, shaky footage. Here's Dave. I think we're doing video too. Oh shit, I accidentally hit the wrong button. Dave?
Yes.
Hey there. There he is.
Let me tell you something, brother. This is going to be a good show, brother.
Ooh, yeah. Let me get you on here with me. I'm glad it's happening. There we go. We're back. We're side to side. We're face to face. We're belly to... No, we're not belly to belly. But thanks for coming in, man. Coming on the GUFON radio stream. What's going on? Got anything on your mind tonight?
You know what? I got to say this. Yeah. You got to talk to John Edmonds, the guy I had on last night, John and Stacey Edmonds.
John Edmonds is a pro wrestler on the indie circuit, man, and he's been in the paranormal since 1997.
No way.
Okay. Oh, dude, he could tell wrestling stories like anything.
Oh, I love it already.
Anything.
That's awesome.
I gave him the Iran #1, and he was killing himself laughing last night. It was worth it.
I'm so happy. Good. That's awesome. I'd love to get somebody like that and just hear some stories. I mean, is he an older guy now, like 50-ish?
No, he's like our age, man. He's like our age, but he's like wrestled Jake the Snake Roberts and King Kong Bundy when he was alive and all of this stuff, man. Yeah, he's helped guys get into the WWE. It's been really awesome, man.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him someday. That would be great. And he's had experience.
Oh, fantastic guy.
And he had experiences too, or?
Oh, he's got a great abduction story. Abduction story. Okay. Yeah, cool. Totally.
Well, people are here at GUFON Radio to see you and your excitability. You look like you got all groomed and nice. Did you cut your hair?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, it looks... Oh, dude. Holy... Okay.
No, I can't do that.
But, yeah, you look...
I'll tell you, the bugging question for me going into tonight's interview with George Knapp is, how does he keep the perfect beard? That beard has not changed in 38 years. How does he keep it so perfect? I need to know this.
He's got a guy. I bet you he does.
Well, I'll tip you off to something. I had about a 20-minute phone call with him this evening.
Okay.
And I, for those of you who don't know, part of the setup for what I do is a couple hours before showtime, in order to kind of break the ice and get a feel for the guest. And sometimes you say, uh-oh, and other times you're like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be an awesome show. I don't normally do a lot of hype and build up. I'm a pretty humble guy, but in that 20 minutes that I talked to Mr. Knapp, Rich, I'm already stunned and blown away.
Oh,
stunned
man.
And blown away.
Well,
yeah,
I can't believe, you look excited. You look like you're ready to go right now. So I know you're going to stay here for a few minutes. So I don't want to keep you any longer than you need to, because I know, the kind of stress that comes with doing these things.
Oh, no, I'm almost already set up, man.
Oh, okay.
I've got all my questions prepared. I've got the topics and ready to go, and so I booked this evening for you and your listeners, man, and your viewers, because they're important people to me, and just like you are, and you and I have a fantastic friendship, and I want to make sure that we can get as much out of it before I got to leave, man.
Well, I appreciate you doing this and coming on. Yeah, I didn't even know if I was going to do it. I kind of felt a little weird about it. And, I'm like, well, maybe I should ask Dave, because I don't, I feel like I'd be stealing your thunder, riding your coattails with the George Knapp interview. I get on other people for doing it, but we're friends. So I thought I'd ask you, and I was excited that you said it was okay.
Of course, man. Of course, and the one thing that I like about our weekend show with Tessa, you, Eric Cooper, people like Erica Lukes, Frank Stalter, Chant Hanna, and a number of other people out there, Chris Zuger, Chris Cogswell, we've built a very, very strong foundation of people who we can rely upon. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That is very, very tough in broadcasting, because everybody is so solo on this. And you know what? I actually asked George, I said, I'm going to ask you this on the record during the show, but I'm curious, just you and me, what the answer is. I said, what do you think about how you and I have kind of been trumpeting all of these hypocrites out there, if we can call them that, for using the term investigative journalist.
Yeah.
And one of the big things, I asked him that, I said, George, I need to know, before I ask you this on air, how do you feel about that? And I'm going to tell you, his response to me was, I cannot wait for you to ask me that on the air because I am sick of it.
Wow. Oh, I thought he would have said, I really don't care.
No.
No,
he made, in gist of what he's saying, and I'm not going to give away the entire answer because I want people to hear this.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, this is George effing Knapp.
Right.
All right. And whether you like him or hate him or think he's infiltrated with TTSA or just a journalist who's got lucky. All right. The one thing that he does have is tenure, 38 years as an investigative journalist. He's the only one in this field. And I even told him when we were talking, like, he knows I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
He know I was surprised at how much he actually knows about me. I was blushing a little bit, to be honest. And literally, he said that he's not happy about it because he earned that title. As he said, that title means something, and he's going to go off on that a little bit. I think he's too classy. That he's not going to point out names, but he knows who the shysters are out there who are doing this. He doesn't feel it's good for ufology in general, and we're going to get into that subject because, like I said to you, Rich, and your listeners, and I've said it to my listeners, you know, if I go out there and I say to you, like, I've never served in the military. I mean, look at me, man. Face for radio, body for,
wrestling, brother.
No, I got a McDonald's body, right? But the whole point that I'm getting at is if I went out there and into the public and I started, like certain UFO people who are out there saying that they have cancer. Okay. Or if I'm out there saying that I'm a soldier in a certain unit and I'm a veteran from Afghanistan, or if I go out there and say I'm a doctor or I'm a lawyer or I'm some sort of practitioner of health or something along those lines, positions of importance or what we deem as important, you could go to jail for that.
Yeah.
It's called stolen valor. Yet in our field, if you have a blog or a vlog, kudos to you. Great job. We need more of that. We need more people speaking out publicly about their thoughts, their opinions, because that's a good thing. But when you are stealing a label or a title to self-promote yourself, for some reason, when it comes to investigative journalist, everybody and their dog now thinks that they could just steal that title. And that's an insult to the entire career. And if you're a fan of George Knapp, or even if you're not, but you're a fan of people who are out there busting their ass to bring a story, don't support the people who are bullshitting their way to conferences, to books, to television shows. And I know, Rich, you've pretty much focused on one, but there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there. And we have to end that. If we want credibility in this field, we have to end that BS. We need people like my audience and your audience and other audiences who listen to this when it's in a podcast form or when it's in archive form, to really hammer down and listen to this, okay? The minute you click on that person's podcast who calls himself an investigative journalist or herself an investigative journalist, doesn't matter who, and they have no respect for the career because they're lying about the position, you have to, if you have any integrity whatsoever, you have to stop listening to them. Stop supporting them. Don't follow them on social media. Call them out. Because the media, whether you like the media or not, okay, and there's a lot of us in this field that don't. I particularly do because I was one. All right? But what you have to do is you have to get and draw your standards somewhere. And if we let it go, a lot of people will say, God, Dave, you're talking about this again, or Rich, really, do you have to go into barista talk again? Right?
Yeah.
But if we let it go and we don't keep bringing it up and bashing it until it's gone, This thing is going to fester, much like, remember you go back 2-3 years. That's all you need to go back 2-3 years in the paranormal. And all you heard was, oh, I'm a demonologist. I'm a demonologist. I'm a demonologist. Well, how long have you been a demonologist? 15 years. Well, you're 34 years old. So you started becoming a demonologist at like 18, 19? Really? Right. Come on. Right? Well, but it's a level of self-importance that we've talked about. And we're going to get into that and a hell of a lot more with Mr. Knapp tonight.
And that's the thing. Now, I've been in this field for 15 years, almost to the day, and I didn't even know what the difference was between an investigative journalist or a journalist or I knew what a researcher was, but journalist to investigative journalist is a big difference. And
huge.
I didn't know it. And I think a lot of people out there don't know what it means. And that's why I feel what you're saying, because if we keep putting it out there, not every show, but keep mentioning it, keep pounding it home that, look, this person out there is doing this. It's wrong. Here's why. Mm-hmm. Do not promote that person because they are lying to you. What else are they lying to you about?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, that's like a house of cards should start falling in front of you, and then you learn all about this person. Oh my God, he's only been around for a couple of years. Oh, I see. He became friends with this one, and then I see. Now he's friends with this one. Now he's on stage sitting next to the top researchers and investigators in the field, and yet this guy's brand new, and I don't understand it. And that's another thing I want to talk about. It's not what you know all the time; it's who you know. And I think that needs to stop because a lot of people are putting...
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people are putting their reputation on their friend, and now here's my friend. Well, I almost said it. Well, it doesn't matter. I can say it. Here's Ryan Sprague. He's an investigative journalist, and he's just saying it just because Ryan called himself an investigative journalist and didn't want to hurt his feelings. But it's the friends of the friends, and I think people need to get into this field on their own merit and on their own I don't know what I'm trying to say, on their own investigative journalistic ways. It's just bad, Dave. It's bad. And I think in his situation it's based on lies, and anytime you start something on lies, it never ends well. And
it doesn't. And there's a lot of hard-working people out there who deserve it. I was talking to MJ Benias the other day, and there's another good guy you should try and get on your show. Really, really fantastic, right? But there's a guy who is literally taking ufology to task. He's very blunt. He's very abrupt. He is not afraid to call people out. He calls it down the middle the way it is. And this is a guy who's been on the scene for about 3-4 years. You know how many conferences he's done? Everybody knows his name in the big circles, but you know how many conferences he's done? 0.
Wow, that's awful.
How many is Rich Giordano? 15 years in ufology. How many conferences has Rich Giordano done? 0. All right, Chris Cogswell, who has the potential to be the next Stanton Friedman.
All right.
How many conferences to this date has he done? 0. All right. Samantha Mowat, best kept secret in ufology. She's done 2, both Lori and Fenton events with UFOCon and UFO MegaCon this past week in Nevada. Okay. You look at, and there's dozens of names of these people. All right. Michael W. Hall, the paranormal lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
How many conferences has he done? 1. How? He's unique. He's a former judge in Washington State, former district court judge. He's into ufology. Sorry, Rich. And here he is, 0 conferences. 0. Where is Dr. Paul Kingsbury, who is one of the only university professors to get over a 6-figure grant to study people in the paranormal? He got over $180,000 to study people in the paranormal. Where is he? How many conferences has he done? 0. Right? It's terrible.
Do you think it's because
it's terrible?
There's a lot of people out there doing the same thing. I mean, you named 10 people, but there's probably another 100, 200 people out there that could be on a stage somewhere. And I get it. There's a lot of these conferences now. We can get them all
Yes.
I don't see what the problem is. But I believe it's they want to sell seats. They want to make money, of course.
Absolutely. Look, I'm not crapping on anybody, okay, for picking up a George Knapp or a Richard Dolan or a Grant Cameron or Linda Moulton Howe. Those are the names that everybody recognizes, and those are the names that put butts in the seats. We in ufology may not like them or may not respect them or feel that they're overblown, okay? But the fact is, for the majority of people who follow this field, all right, they are supporting that. They are supporting those people, and they put butts in the seats. Because no matter what, you can have a conference on the best intentions with the greatest speakers that nobody knows, and nobody is coming. Nobody is coming. And I don't fault anybody who puts on a conference for bringing in what I would consider an A-lister to try and bring some money to the table, at least to break even. But what these conferences need to do is they need to start doing their homework. And I'm going to be talking to a guy named Jordan Peace about this next week, because one of the things that they are talking about, he helped Lori and Fenton put on UFO MegaCon. And one of the things that they are noticing is there are certain people that you may or may not talk about who will never get into that conference because of the lies. Right?
Yeah.
Which is good. They're doing their homework. But there are so many out there who are not doing their homework that are getting, like we said, television shows. They're getting book deals. They're getting radio interviews, all the press in the world.
But
not just because it's you, but where's Rich fucking Giordano? Why isn't he on that list?
Well,
he's damn good.
Well, thank you. But the thing is, if you don't bring in new people, you may be missing somebody who could be your next Stanton Friedman or Chris. Well, I almost said Chris Cogswell because of that. But you don't know what they don't know what they're missing unless they don't care. I just think, and it's not really about the money. I know I don't care about the money at this point when it comes to the conferences. I would just like to see a new mix of people. And I've been approached by a few people, and they're like, why don't you and Dave, get together and, and make up your own? And it's not that easy to do, man. It's a lot of work, especially if you're working and have the job as a radio host. So that's something I don't want to do. I don't want to create my own GUFON con, although it would sound cool.
Oh, that would be awesome. And everybody who has to come into GUFON Con, you get a 25% discount if you walk in with a Lucha Libre mask on.
That would be awesome.
It would be. It would totally be. Hi, Goddess Michelle.
But a lot of, and I know we're talking like, oh, why don't they do this and do that? I don't know what goes into creating one of these cons, but I understand it's hard. And I don't know if it's just booking a hall somewhere and then booking guests. Is that it? I mean,
that's it.
That's it.
But all. I mean, the hard work is the promotion.
Yeah.
The hard work. I mean, you could sit there and say, well, I'm going to put on this event, but it's the promotion of the event. Right? It's getting the community involved. It's selling tables. So that way, if you sell a table for $100 a weekend, okay, if your cost for the hall and everything is $1,000, you have to make sure that you sell $1,000 worth of tickets and $1,000 and combined with table costs for people to sell their product, right? I mean, there's a lot that kind of goes into that. So that's what you kind of have to watch out for.
So what else do you have in store? Anything you could give us insight in with George Knapp?
Yeah, we're going to get into the To the Stars Academy quite a bit tonight.
Good.
One of the questions, though, I am going to ask, and I got to tease this because I can't give everything away, but I'm going to tell you, I never write questions down, ever. All right? I can show you, like, show you my list here. All right. Like right there. Hold on. I just got to cover up a couple phone numbers. Okay. But right, where am I here? Son of a gun. Where am I? There we go. Right there. You can see how many questions I had for my guest last night. Right there.
That's it.
0 written down. That's usually how I do an interview, because I want it to be more natural, right?
Yeah.
But on the flip side, with George, oh God, I was writing questions all friggin' day, man. I had to. Like I'm not very nervous talking to people, but I'll tell you a little story. When I was in radio, right before the 2006 Olympics, Team Canada, their hockey team, was training in Vancouver, and they had this golf outing at a golf course called Northview. Now, a lot of people, you probably never heard of the golf course, but it's one of the golf courses that was played on the movie Happy Gilmore. Anyways, so here I am, and Wayne Gretzky, who I was always an Edmonton Oilers fan. I cried when he got traded from Edmonton back on, August. What was that black day? Was it August 9th, 1988? Bawled my eyes out, right? Because I've always been a Gretzky fan. And I never thought I would have the opportunity to interview him. And I walk into this media scrum, and the only place available in the scrum around Gretzky is about one body size from his right shoulder. So I wiggle my fat ass right into that spot. And Gretzky turns to me, and I start to ask the question, and I froze.
Oh.
Just froze. I had that happen one previous time, and that was with one of my hockey idols, Don Cherry. And I actually had to put my microphone down, and I just had to fangirl out for a minute, and just, Don Cherry. Well, I couldn't do that with Gretzky right there, right? So it's I had to prepare the questions, man, because I didn't want to. It's George effing Knapp.
Well, there's a lot of details that come with George Knapp.
Yeah.
He's not a one-trick pony, man. I mean, you've got 3 decades plus of him being in this field as a huge role. And he also, he's on Coast to Coast too, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's in
absolutely.
Vic. He's in it.
For sure.
What about Skinwalker Ranch? Didn't he have something going on with was there a secret that Bigelow told him never to spill or something about that?
Well, I'm asking him about Bigelow tonight.
Okay.
And you know what? What I want you to do is I want you to message me during the show when we're talking about Bigelow, and I want you to message me and remind me about that, and I will ask him.
Okay.
All right? I'll do that for you.
Yeah, well, I'm
Let me tell you something, brother. I would do that for you, brother.
I would expect nothing less, brother, on the top rope, grabbing your stomach and leaping to the death.
I don't know what that brother. My voice is killing me from doing too many voices over the last few weeks. Takes a while.
You got that good. Iran, number 1.
I'm starting to get that down. Iran, number 1. USA, number 2. I just love it when you write that to me because I know exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, you're not. So for people who don't know, like Rich and I will chat on Facebook or via some sort of text messaging, and I'll type it in capital letters and I'll type it just the way that the Iron Sheik would speak. So that way I know when Rich is actually reading it, he's reading it in the Iron Sheik's voice. And I know you're killing yourself laughing. I know you are.
I don't know. There's very few things that make me laugh every time for this long of time. And the Iron Sheik is one of them. I don't know why. It's because you do it so well, Dave. I mean, I guess that's why.
Oh, Oh, that and I got to tell you, I am terrible with impressions. Terrible.
Yeah, you got that one down.
And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, but the Iron Sheik, that is so much fun. It is so much fun. I mean, if you can't like the Iron Sheik, you have to have something wrong with you. It's true.
Yeah, how can you not? If you're a real if you're a fan of wrestling anyway, even if you're not, the guy's like one of those weird type of geniuses when it comes to comedy. He doesn't even know it.
Hey, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Because you got the whole YouTube thing going on, right?
Okay.
You got the whole YouTube thing going on.
Got the whole thing, yeah.
Bring up so the audience could hear some classic Iron Sheik. Bring up the shoot. Type in Iron Sheik shoots on Brian Blair.
Iron Sheik shoots on
Brian Blair.
Bill, what was the other guy's? Bill Blassie? Is it Brian Blassie?
Well, there was Classy Freddie Blassie.
That's the one, yeah.
But the Killer Bees, remember them? Jumping Jim Brunzell and B. Brian Blair. Iron Sheik hates Brian Blair to this day.
Hold on, you're going to have to be off the thing here while I do the search.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
While I'm doing the search, I'm going to put your face with George Knapp up here just so people know. All right, now we're not going anywhere. I'm just looking something up. So there you are. All right.
Your audience needs a good laugh. They need a good laugh, and this is classic.
So
I'm so excited about this.
Iron Sheik, what now?
Iron Sheik shoots on B. Brian Blair.
I finally have a swivel mic stand that I've ordered. Yeah, so I'm taping over my cigar box so my microphone could be raised up because I'm so sick of looking down when I talk to the audience. All right.
Nice.
Iron Sheik goes nuts. Iron Sheik shoots on Brian Blair. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, he's wearing a US like an eagle type bandana.
You won't be able to see. Oh, unless you're watching it. Yeah, it'll take a few seconds. So let me pull it up.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just excited about this.
All right, I'm gonna play it. It's 2.5 minutes. So let me pull that up there. All right, here it is. Iron Sheik's the one in the middle. Here we go.
Honky tonk, do your thing.
The honky tonk.
Know about that Brian Blair. He gave you that.
No, better not be with the honky tonk, man. I thought the video was like 6 minutes.
Nobody believes Brian Blair. Nobody. See, is that true what Brian Blair did to you? God, is that true what he said?
Wait, he said Brian Blair suck my. That's the one.
Hold on, I'll find you the link and I'll send it to you.
It says the Iron Sheik shoots on Brian Blair.
No, that isn't the one. Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you because your audience will be in for a real treat with this one.
Well, then there's Iron Sheik Goes Nuts. Talks about WrestleMania 3 with the Killer Bees.
Yes, that's the one. Okay. That's the one.
It's 3.5 minutes. Here we go.
Fast forward 1 year to 1987, WrestleMania 3. The Pontiac.
You guys may have to turn up the volume.
Michigan, over 93,000 fans. You teamed up with Nikolai Volkov. To take on the Killer Bees. And that's where your feud began with
Iron Sheik Goes Nuts is what it's called. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds long.
That's the one I'm on.
Yeah, good. That's the one.
Here we go.
Excellent.
All right. Will we be able to hear it?
You can't, unless you have. Hold on.
Okay.
The only way you can hear it, because you're on Skype, is if you turn on the internet and listen. Because if you go to my channel, you'll hear it.
Yeah, I'm going right now. This is important.
Now there is probably a 10 to 20 second delay from you and I talking about it to the audience.
That's okay. I'm going to mute.
They don't know anything. The only difference is you and I know the difference. They don't know any. The audience doesn't know it's delayed.
Okay.
All right. So if we're making comments, I don't know if it'll catch up. But all right, here it goes. Let me start it over. The interviewer, the host, is asking Sheik about the 1993 match where he teamed up with Nikolai Volkov. And here we go.
You asked me excellent question. The great feeling all time I had all my life, Mr. Dan Maloney, it was that night, Pontiac, Michigan, Silverdome.
Correct. Silverdome, Pontiac.
Yes, sir. And that was a great honor, great feeling to wrestling next to 93,000 people. No any musician, no any football player, no any sport event in your country sold out. Madison Square Garden. I mean, Pontiac, Michigan. Except wrestling. It was a great feeling, Don Maloney. Try wrestling with Jim Brunzeller and that jabroni Brian Blair.
Brian Blair, right.
Brian
It's
Blair,
warming up.
you are another faggot son of a bitch, no good, low life. So I want to let you know, you are punk, you are fag, you are punk, little gay, worse than Michael Jackson. It was a great feeling. I have a lot of respect for them. His partner, Jim Brunzeller from Minnesota, great athlete, great high jumper, but that little punk, Brian Blair, another little fag, worse than Michael Jackson. And I didn't like him. I didn't like his attitude. He was a punk. I can break his fucking back, make him humble, and then fuck his ass. I didn't do it in the Pontiac, Michigan, because respect my sport and respect Mr. McMahon.
You were a professional.
A professional. Otherwise, was ready to do it to him all country way, make him humble, suplex him, put him in a camel clutch, break his back, and then fuck his ass, make him humble to he respect the Orange League.
Wow.
And I didn't do it because for the God and Jesus and Mr. McMahon. Brian Blair, you are no good. You are worse than
This is
Jackson.
awesome.
I'll never respect you again. And then
Old
he was
country.
lucky to the big man, American 2x4 hacksaw. You was lucky, punk. I didn't break your back to fuck your ass, make you humble. And he was lucky hacksaw Jim Duggan come save him, and I didn't break his back. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm a shooter, man. You're a punk. I respect your partner, Jim Brunzeller. I never respect the gay. I never respect the fag. You are worse than Hulk Hogan. And you're lucky I didn't break your back and Hacksaw come save you. And that was a great feeling to wrestling 93,000 people, and you was so lucky to the Hacksaw come save you.
Dave, how is it back in the day this guy did not swear on air?
I don't know.
Because
I don't
he
know.
can't control it, you know, it just comes out. And I think
like he's like 70 years old there and he's still pissed off about it.
Because he never breaks character, man. Even when he's at home, he's talking about it. Anytime the camera's on, he's on when it comes to wrestling. He's
brilliant.
He's never left the screen. Never left the screen. I just read something on my thing. Yeah, he never left. The ring is what I was supposed to say.
No. Yeah. Oh, I hear you.
And I think that interview right there may have shocked some of your listeners because they probably don't. Do they know the extent of the Iron Sheik? Because I think now they get a feeling for what he is and what he's about. Because
he's a horrible man for some of the things he says. But I mean, for old school wrestling, that's the former champion right there. The former champion. Remember, he lost the belt to Hulk Hogan.
He did. Out of respect for Jim McMahon, for the WrestleMania. I'm trying.
For the respect.
For respect, I break his back and I make him humble. And what he's, well, we know what he's talking about when he says he makes someone humble. Are you going to make George Knapp humble tonight, Dave?
No, man. It's about respect. Gotta show respect.
That would be so funny. Let me tell you something, George Knapp. You are an investigative journalist. You're
investigative journalist number 1.
You got the Bob Razar, numero uno. He's from the U.S. Hakpua. I can't do it as good as you. I'm laughing. But I could just see.
I can't do it right now.
If you could
I can't do it right now.
If you could, that would
I so can't do that right now.
What? George Knapp, I mean, this guy's got to relax once in a while and let his beard down. I mean, I wonder what he did. Are you going to ask him what he does for any, relaxation, anything like that? Does he get away to the mountains? Does he go chop wood? I mean,
you know what? I will try and ask him something. One of the things that I do actually want to ask him is, outside of UFOs or anything weird that we talk about on a nightly basis, I want to know what's his most important story that he's ever covered or broke.
You'd think it would be Bob Lazar, but just because it I guess it had helped his career take off, but his career would have taken off anyway. Being that after all these years, this hasn't come back to bite him in the butt.
Oh, and I am asking him, for the sake of our argument, I will be asking him about how he got Lazar on the air.
Oh, good. Good.
I will be asking him that because it's something that his news directors, I mean, he has people to answer to. Well, and just like I'm not going to rehash everything that I just said with you a couple weeks ago on that when I pinned you for the 3 count. But nonetheless, thanks, Rick Gianci. Appreciate that. Because he did the counting. But nonetheless, I really...
I know you were... Well, he had to do counting because you were almost blacked out from all the...
What are you talking about?
You almost blacked out from the 6 or 7 facts that I threw your way. You can't say you win a debate off of one thing.
You gave an opinion.
I
6
gave you
or 7
facts.
opinions.
Yours is an opinion.
There's no facts.
George Knapp isn't.
No, it's not.
You can't. This isn't proof. You can't prove it. He can't prove that what he has is legitimate. All he has is what he has.
He can.
He has what people gave him. He doesn't.
Here we go.
He can't verify it. That Bob Lazar.
That's it.
Stood
Don't
next
make me
to
put my
UFOs
headband on and don't make me put my headband on and start playing my theme music to come down the aisle again.
What? I'm bringing sexy back? I couldn't think of a song that was going to nail you. I couldn't think of one. That was all I had. Well, what do you think it is? Do you have any idea of what the top story might be for him?
I don't know if it would be something about maybe with the mob or politics. I know he was pretty emotional about that horrific massacre a couple years ago in Las Vegas. And I know that, I'm wondering if it's the way, and he was very, very passionate about how the Las Vegas community was coming together over that horrific, tragic event. And I'm wondering if it's that. I don't know. Maybe it's a story we've never heard of, right? But hey, Rich.
Yeah.
I have to take a phone call.
Okay.
So can I just let you go? I apologize.
No, that's okay. Go ahead, man. We understand. I appreciate you coming on, man. Go take your call.
No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah. I got to run.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
Oh,
thanks.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye. That's Dave Scott on Spacedoutradio. He will be on live tonight in about 57 minutes from now. It's 6 after the hour. And I believe he'll be talking with George Knapp for the whole 3 hours. Because usually he does 2.5 hours and then does the news and stuff after that. But he had to take the call. That's something Dave never done before, was had to go. It must have been important, so we understand. Big night for Spaced Out Radio and Dave Scott. So thanks, Dave, for coming on and sharing your happiness with George coming on. I'm excited about that, as all of you are as well. I'm glad you guys stopped in tonight. We'll talk for a few more minutes here. Like I said, this isn't the normal night for the show, but we're going to go right up until the top of the hour. And that means at the top of the hour coming up, we will disengage from this show and we'll all go over to Spaced Out Radio. I thought about staying live for the next 3 hours and listen in on Dave's show, but I tell you what, I don't think that's fair. So we could always come back on Friday and listen and take excerpts from the show if we want to. But if you're going to be there, I'm going to be there. We'll do our own thing. This is for Spaced Out Radio, and I don't think it would be right to run a show, simulcast his show. That's just wrong. And I think there's copyright shit that happens with that. But anyway, you don't do that to your friends. You do it to like Jimmy Church or, somebody like you don't care about, Yeah, I'm like, Rick, Dave brought it up. He said, you're the one who counted to 3 and said that Dave pinned me on the debate show. And that's why he brought you up. I only said that Dave was too dizzy from being hit with facts that I was throwing at him. And he couldn't hear a 3 count or even see that there was any count as he was wobbling around the debate ring. That's funny. Yeah, he keeps saying that he won the debate. So we're going to have him back, and we'll have another debate show real soon, I'm sure. Well, I'm real excited about tonight. So with that being said, we can actually cover a few things here just for the hell of it, since we're all here. Look, the only thing I had prepared was Dave being on the show. So I am going to pull up a video. And I think this is a new... And I'm going to do it because I got nothing else. Nah, shoot. I don't want to do that to you. Hold on. Let me pull something up. I have nothing. I have something, but I don't want to do it tonight. I want to do it for tomorrow. Capiche? Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to have to take out... I think Friday, tomorrow's show, there will definitely be the purge. So we will be purging somebody. Oh, here it is. I think Look Now has a video out. Look Now. I hate this. Yeah, let me pull it up here. Yeah, here's a video. We'll just look at this one real quick. And then if you guys want to take a break, take a break. But this is an interesting video. Nonetheless, these are 10 ghost unexplained mysteries. I like this one.
People all over the world believe in ghosts, and all over the world, strange activity is being caught on CCTV cameras. From strange humanoid figures to objects moving without anybody pushing them. In this video, we're going to take a look at ghosts and paranormal activity. Whether real or fake, some of these videos are completely chilling and scary. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, hit that bell button so you don't miss any new videos. Hey YouTube, I'm Rick, and today we're going to take a look at Number 10. A CCTV camera in someone's yard captures something unexplained. We see what looks like a white apparition that almost resembles a dog, and then it turns into a dark figure. This is completely unexplained, and many paranormal experts believe something like this could be absolutely real. The white object moves, and it rotates and disappears, and then we see a black, long figure floating for a few seconds, and then it vanishes. What could this object be? With millions of cameras all over the world.
And let me just tell you something out of the strangeness of these videos that we can't explain. That's the black shit that I've seen in my bedroom. That is almost identical to what I saw. It looked like a humanoid figure, and then it crawled up the freaking wall and did like Batman. Like it got up in the corner and it spread out its hands and its legs, and it propped itself up in the corner, like looking down at me. And then it just dissolved into the wall. And the weird thing is, you see this out of the corner of your eye, so you think it's like junk and squishy dirt and things that get stuck in the corner of your eye. But when you're able to turn and still see it straight on, yeah, that's weird. This goes back, like the thing you saw crawling on the floor. I thought one night when my dog, this thing here.
Absolutely real.
See it?
The white object moves and it rotates.
It's weird. It looks like it's an inchworm. Well, when I saw what I thought was my dog, I saw the tip of his tail going, like, my bed's a little high, so he can't jump up on it. So what he'll do is he'll walk around to the side and then he'll bark, or he'll jump up, put his paws up, and then I'll grab him and lift him in. So I keep seeing his tail, just peeking above the mattress, walking like he wants me to pick him up. So I yell out to him. I go, hold on. I go, because I was so tired and I didn't want to move. I thought he would just lay down right there. So he didn't. And I see the tail going back and forth. So I go to pick him up and he's not there. So I go, what just happened? I get up out of bed. I walk out. He's asleep on the couch where I left him like 20 minutes earlier. So I understand this video. It's bizarre. And you never know what you're getting from these channels. You never know what you're getting from anyone. You don't even know what you're getting from me. All we can do is just look at it and, you believe, you believe. If you don't, you don't. I mean, this stuff does happen. It's not all fake. That's the shitty thing. You have to go through so much bullshit to get to the good stuff.
And
I hate
disappears, and then we see a black, long figure floating for a few seconds.
And seriously, does he have to whisper, here we are, a black thing with a white thing, and those things are moving. They're moving. All right.
And then it vanishes. What could this object be? With millions of cameras all over the world and unexplained things popping up on video, a lot of people online think this is real. There's really no explanation for this video. It's just really odd. Imagine reviewing your security footage and you see something like this. Very strange. Number 9. A security guard working believes the property he is on is actually haunted, and he points to this black, strange-looking figure as evidence. In the video, we see a dark figure that he believes is walking across the parking lot. Judging by his voice, he truly believes what he's seeing.
Look at that. I told you this building was haunted. Saw a ghost walking in the parking lot.
It looks like it jumps over the fence. Is there a fence here?
The building was haunted.
No.
It does appear the dark figure is walking across the parking lot.
Right,
Other
that's a
people
fence
say
right
this is
there.
nothing
It looks
more
like
than
it jumps over the
insect
fence.
Walking across the camera lens. The security guard looks at the black figure and he says the property is haunted. Is it an...
This thing looks like it's jumping over. You can see it put its feet here and its hand up here to balance itself over the gate. Or whatever it is.
Insect, or a trick of light, or something supernatural going on.
No,
here.
that's supernatural.
Number 8.
That's weird.
In this CCTV video, a strange white apparition that resembles a humanoid figure can be seen floating.
A little disturbance with the camera. You saw that. That's important. Where is it? Where is it? Where? Is this it? Oh, here it is.
At times, the video itself seems to have static, and some paranormal experts believe that supernatural activity involving ghosts can affect.
See, to me, that looks real. That looks real. And a lot of times, if you ever watch these ghost hunting shows, You can't say they're all fake. Everything is fake. Sometimes you'll see the orbs. And you'll hear a knocking on the door. And then a few seconds later, and you'll see an orb leave the door. But you heard a knocking. Or sometimes you'll see an orb or some sort of disturbance, and you'll hear footsteps. I don't know why I think they come, I heard this a long time ago, in the form of an orb. Because a round circle is the easiest geometrical thing that energy can form. So they form into these circles. And I think that is just the apparition in its light form. This one's weird.
Technology.
All right,
See
next.
what looks like a security guard walking around in front of a doorway. Someone is recording the screen with a cell phone camera after they see what they believe is a ghostly figure.
That's a guy. Oh, out here. I don't know.
If you look closely, you could see a white apparition hovering in front of the doors, and then it moves. The scariest thing about this video is that the white apparition moves towards the door and seemingly walks out because the door opens and the apparition disappears.
The door opens? The door didn't open. Does it open? Oh, this goes on for a while. Yes, it does. Look. It does open.
And it's uploaded to the internet.
I don't know. All right, next.
Supposedly a ghost boy running around a building. The security guards are pointing out that this small boy is running around and literally walking through doors without opening them. As another guard explores the area, it becomes more eerie and strange. Check this out, guys.
Okay. Let's check this out.
Ve que aquí se mete en la pared.
Ay, no mames.
No, ¿y sabes?
What's going on? I don't understand. Where's the ghost?
It looks like the boy walked through the door. The guard is standing there, and then we could see what looks like a ghost boy sticking his head out through the door.
What? That right there? Oh, you're kidding
the guard
me.
is standing in front of the door. If this is real, it's actually really scary.
Oh,
Let's
come
take
on.
closer
That's a
look.
guy looking
Here we can
out.
see the boy seemingly sticking his head out between the door and the wall. The guard looks like he has no idea that he's being watched by something, and he seems totally unaware that a ghost is
God.
staring at him.
I don't know about that one. Here's another one.
Is this a misidentified human?
Oh,
It
this
looks like a
was
silhouette walking.
this was popular
Is this
for a
real
while.
Ghost, or is it just a person? If you look at the shadows on the objects in the video, they seem solid, but yet the humanoid figure walking seems to be more translucent.
I hate
Number
the way
4. I'm not too sure about this video, but some people are saying it's some sort of poltergeist activity. CCTV camera footage. It looks like it's inside of a warehouse when nobody's around. We see some objects falling down and nobody's around to push them? Is this more evidence of poltergeist activity? It doesn't look like there's an earthquake and nobody's around. So what moved these objects? Number 3. Late at night, on a street in Argentina in February in 2019, security camera footage captures what people think is a ghost walking across the street.
I hate these. You can
We
never
see a dark
tell.
figure walking across the wet street.
Oh,
it almost
this?
looks like a film set, the way the street is
Where?
perfectly wet by a
Oh, right
recent
here.
rain, and we can see a dark figure. It's hard to make out details on what it could be, and it doesn't look solid. It looks like an apparition crossing the street and fading off into the night.
Yeah, it does. It could also be a guy in the distance, but you know, we see details over here. It's very strange.
He has any idea on what it could be.
Oh yeah, this one. You know what? I don't know if you guys have ever seen. There's this one video.
Lions
Do you remember?
metaphorically
Do you remember when they had the tsunami in 2004? And this white ghostly thing jumped out of the water and climbed up on the buildings. Have you ever seen that? I think I showed it before. But I think it's real. Right here. By the way, I can never get enough of these tsunami videos. I love them to death. I feel bad that a lot of people died, but this is amazing. You'll see. I believe this to be one of the most realistic things that I don't think it's fake. Just my opinion. What do I know? They'll point it out. God, can you imagine being in that? That water's just... It's not like a wave. It's like the water is being pushed from behind. It's like a constant pressure of being put. You can't get out of that. Once you're in the water, you're done. Look, it's moving the house. It's moving a freaking house. Look at that. And I believe he'll look to the right side and you'll see the ghost in a minute. Wow, look at it coming out the windows. Holy smokes. Oh my God, that's wild. That would have been the scariest thing in your life. If I was there, I would for sure think I would be dead. For sure. Whoops, wrong camera. Wow, man. That's insane. It's to the rooftops already and it's not stopping. Where's the ghost, man? CBS News. Oh no, I'm gonna get a ding. Where's the ghost, man? It's not on this video. I thought it was. This isn't the video. Is it? It stopped. This isn't it. Caught on tape. I thought I had ghost. It's the wrong one, damn it. Is this it? No.
Richard, it's a huge...
I definitely want to find it. Tsunamis are a trip. Ghost of Tsunami. I don't know if that's it either. Here it is. That's it. I think it's
guys,
real.
Bill here.
In March of 2011, a massive 9.1 earthquake struck just off the coast of Japan. The quake created a tsunami that was so massive, it nearly wiped out dozens of coastal towns and killed over 16,000 people.
God.
The massive wall of water uprooted homes, businesses, schools, automobiles, buses, trains, and just about anything you can imagine.
My God.
But according to some people, it also uprooted unknown creatures from the spirit world.
Look at that shit. I'm telling you.
This video, posted in numerous places around the internet,
That's
claims
real.
to show a strange, unidentified creature emerging from the water and flying up over a building. It was submitted by Rob Clark, Sheila Mendez, and Grinchy Izzy, just to name a few of the many people who sent this in. Grinchy Izzy wrote, "Hey Bill, I just watched this strange video and I want to know whether it's real or fake."
Oh, they're going to break it down
search
for
of
us.
Google revealed hundreds of reports about this strange video, but no one, including Snopes.com, had examined it as a possible hoax. I knew this was going to be a tough one, so I got in touch with the best A-Team members I know, including Steve from YouTube channel Experimental and Kyle Darkova. I also got in touch with Thinker Thunker, who's an animator that uses CGI software to examine paranormal videos. Steve examined the footage first and concluded it was just smoke coming from a bottle of natural gas that was ruptured during the event. Thinker Thunker, however, did not totally agree with Steve. He accepted the fact that it did look like a gas.
But then why would the gas want to gather at this one little spot right here by this hut? See, we can see the tail of it. It's still being sprayed out from the water, and yet it just wants to stick right there on that little hut. And I'll just scrub back and forth and let you see that. And then it breaks off from the water, and it appears to climb up.
There's more to it.
Vanish.
But there's more
Thinker
to
Thunker
this.
also performed what is known as a relief examination. This is done to find out if the creature has been artificially superimposed over the video.
Here's the white object floating by, and starting right there, you see it spraying the gas. And Bill, if this were CGI, or if this was something, if the smoke here was something superimposed, I feel like we would be seeing hard edges, you know, pixelization. And if you watch that closely, you see it's billowy. So there you go, Bill. I don't have the slightest idea now. I mean, it looks like a gas, but it doesn't behave like a gas. So
it's not a gas.
You tell me, Bill, what is this?
This is a tough one. I mean, we have something that looks like an ordinary vapor, but then again, it also seems to have a life of its own.
But there's
Thanks
also
to some excellent detective work by Kyle.
There's also more. This white object was seen on the rooftops to the right. So they're wrong. I don't know why they're not talking about that.
Darkova, we learned the man who shot the video is
Kenichi Murakami.
It was shot in Kinsanuma City next to the Okawa River.
We knew a tsunami was coming. We could feel it.
Kenichi started recording his video next to the river, but as the water rose, he sought higher ground.
I was heading to the emergency staircase at the school.
Before heading to the school, however, his camera captured a different angle of the building where the unidentified creature was supposedly caught on camera. This different angle really helps to explain what's going on here, and I think we have an official decision.
Oh no.
But before I tell you that, I just want to tell you how tough it was for me to watch a lot of this footage. My heart goes out to all those people who lost property, and especially their loved ones, in this horrific event. Okay, so now let's see what we have here. And I'm quoting.
Like he doesn't know.
The video of the tsunami recorded by Kenichi Murakami has been determined to be real. But the claim that his video captured an unidentified spirit of some sort is not true. What we are looking at is an unidentified vapor and nothing more. From the beginning of this examination, the problem has been the lifelike nature of the vapor when it rises towards the roof of the building. In this extra view of the building here, we can see the reason why the vapor would get hung up. From this angle, we can see that the roof sticks out beyond the building's walls. This overhang is the reason why the vapor slows and behaves oddly.
But they're forgetting. But they're also forgetting that it goes here, it goes on the rooftops. Why aren't they showing us that?
Okay, well, that's all the time I have for this video.
Yeah, of course that's all the time you have, because it doesn't fit the narrative. You see what I mean? This is bullshit. I'm going to have to find the actual full-length video of that, because that goes on for quite a while after. Another minute or two. Something's wrong. Yep, I'm not buying it. Anyway. So we got 20. Yeah, it could be a ruptured gas container. It could be a lot of different things. But the video I saw, and the reason I was bringing it up is because I saw that thing appear and disappear on rooftops, staying above the water. So I don't know. I just don't know. I always thought that was an interesting video. You know? What is the silver tsunami? Oh no. Let's see what this is.
This video was made possible.
I never
thanks
heard
to
of
our
a silver
friends over at
tsunami.
Hollywood Health and Society, who sponsored this video.
Oh my God. I want to watch some of these. Let's see if the ghost shows us something. Oh, that's the slow. That's weird. I clicked on it and it wouldn't tsunami ghost video. Is this it? Oh, no. That is not it. So, okay. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. The full version. Okay, here's the full version. See, I was right. Check it out. Oh my gosh. That's different, isn't it, than what you saw earlier? Wow, that looks nothing like an exploding canister, does it? See, they only show you what they wanted to show you on the other video, right? Now watch. There's the second one. You see, this is why I say do your own freaking research. You only get to see number 2 here, what they're showing you. We just watched a video where they only talked about this, but they didn't talk about the first time it exploded, which we know it's not an explosion, and the third time where it gets on a rooftop. Just to fit their need. Just to debunk it. I hate that shit. Now watch. Oh my God, it's amazing! How did it get over there? Huh, it must be the bottle floating in the air, I guess. And there is more to this video, believe it or not. See, they didn't want to show you. I told you there's more to it, and there's more to it than what we're seeing here. That makes me very angry. Even if there's something, if you say there's something in the water with the gas coming out, then what is it doing up in the sky? What is it doing up in the air? How does that happen? Here. What's it doing up there? Is that fake? It's not. See? I guess the bottle somehow floated all the way to the other side. I know there's a longer version of this video where you actually see it go on along the rooftops, and I'm not going to spend all night looking for it, but it's out there. Look, I just found more of it, and I know there's probably another version of it. Yeah, here, I don't know if this is it, but that's a 5-minute video. Let's take a look inside. I want to look at some of these tsunamis, some of these videos. It's been a while. Oh, this is all across frickin' National Geographic. I can't pull that up. Ghost Port City smashed. Ghost Island apocalyptic scene 8 years ago. Yeah. Hey, you guys have seen all these, right? No reason to keep playing them. That's CNN. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. F5. Let's take a look at an F5 tornado. Oh, UFO. There's a couple of things I'd never want to be stuck in. A tsunami, a tornado, a fire. I would hate to be in a tornado or a tsunami. Wow, this is amazing. Look at that. There goes the power grid. An F5 tornado can rip the concrete off of can rip the streets off. Take the pavement right off. What is it, 200-mile-an-hour winds, right? 190 and above, an F5. Wow. Look how close they are, man. And the sun looks like it's out. They didn't get the bad part of it.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going through a ton of clips of the most dangerous waves. They actually do destroy some beaches, and some people do end up getting stuck in these waves, and it can get pretty scary, especially if you are stuck in a massive wave. But before we get into it, I have a challenge for you guys, and you guys only have 5 seconds to complete it, so get ready. God. Now if you can, leave a like and subscribe with
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to say this, I keep forgetting. Please like and subscribe to the video tonight if you liked what you've seen. And we've got about 10 to 15 minutes left. So please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to get any notifications when there's a new video posted. Smash that bell next to the subscribe button. This way you never miss any shows or any videos posted by GUFON Radio Stream. Thank you for your support. And believe it or not, every time you like a video, and anytime if you're subscribing to it, you're actually helping get that video more views. The algorithm of YouTube sees that people like your videos, and they will somehow open the floodgates. And we've seen it here. As soon as we got over a certain amount of subscribers, it seemed like more subscribers kept rolling in, and we still are. So don't forget to do all that stuff. Back to the video.
That's not good. On videotape.
Banger? Thank you, Cassandra. Whoa, look at that wave. Holy shnikey. That was huge. Oh, that's gonna wipe that out. See ya. I like the lady. Yeah, tenés un nombre merquito. Holy smokes. Oh, they're done. Goodbye. You can't stop that. I mean, you can't withstand it, I meant. What's this? I saw a big ship. Mini tsunami by ships. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I don't see. Oh, I see. Here we go. That's not a mini tsunami. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it is. Check it out.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow, no way.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That's amazing. I'm getting bored with this video right away. Are you bored? I'm bored. Yeah, I'm bored. See, it doesn't take me long to get bored. I'm bored with it. There was one other thing here. Let's see. Man falls from space to Earth. Not interested. Tragic fights boxing. Not a. No fuel. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested. Howard Stern. Why running to know? People dragged out to sea by massive waves. Not interested. I like tornadoes. Let's go into tornadoes. I don't think I've seen this one. As a matter of fact, I'm positive. Oh no! Look at that! Oh, can you imagine? Oh, look at the guy! Did you see that? Did you see that guy? Is that real? That guy went flying out. Watch, there he goes. Oh, that's awful. What an awful way to die. I don't like that at all. I've seen this tornado. That was an F4. Yeah, this is cool as hell. Wow, that's scary. And he looks up at the sky, I believe.
To the car. To the right of the road and it's coming towards us.
Oh man. They're turning the car. Spinning the car around. That's it, it's over. You know, in 20 seconds you have a house and then you don't have a house. Crazy. That's okay, William. We're all leaving in 10 minutes, too. I'm glad you were able to come here and hang out for a minute. Oh, this is stupid. I think this one's stupid. Yeah, the aftermath. Yeah. They walk outside. Holy shit. And then they see the airplane in the front yard. Remember that in the airplane? The engine was still running? Oh, no, that's from a movie. Never mind. I don't know what's wrong. I'm bored. I'm getting bored with these videos for some reason. Oh, no. Oh, it ate that car up. Where is it? Where'd the car go? Look at this guy. Wait, where'd he come from? He's sitting there. Hold on a second. Where'd that guy come from? Oh my God. All right, next. Come on. There's nobody in the road. Let's see if there's anybody sitting here. Oh, yeah, he came out of nowhere. That's crazy. They're just sitting right by the window. Idiot. Idiot. See, I hate seeing trucks where they have a bunch of cows and horses in it. Yeah, nothing happens on this one. I've seen this one.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Back up! Oh no! Stop!
Wow.
Oh no! What it destroyed! Brandon, back.
Whoa! Look at that!
Slow down, Brandon.
It just lifted. It looked like a train. You know, like one of the cars of a train, which weighs a couple of tons, I'm sure. Can you imagine?
I've never seen that spinning so hard. We gotta go. You see it spinning so hard at the surface?
Yeah, that's called a tornado, sweetheart.
My entire life. I haven't. I mean, obviously. This is the most violent tornado I've ever seen by far.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. In the halls of the school, I think this was, or something. Wow. Dude, that's crazy. This one's cool.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Keep going. You got this, right? Yeah, I got this.
Whoa! That's gorgeous.
Look at that town's getting hit. We're drive up, Ricky. Yeah, drive up there. Oh my God.
Wow, dude.
What a monster!
Right up nice and close.
Two of them now.
Oh, two monsters.
Dude, you can go right by it. Well, that looks like we're at the end of the video here. So I'm gonna...
No, don't do that.
Oh my God, he's like right next to it. 100 feet away. That's a little too close.
This thing is not moving. It could. Watch out! That's stuck.
I know. Oh my
God. All right, we'll get out of here. Last video, 2 minutes of lightning. Yep. I just wanted to see that. That was cool. Yeah, Dave's show starts, so let's get out of here. So that's it for tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me and Dave for the first 45 minutes of tonight, and we're going to go over to Spaced Out Radio now and listen to Dave talk to George Knapp. It should be an incredible interview, and tomorrow I'll be back here with some interesting things that I definitely... Yeah, I want to talk about something tomorrow. Let's talk about something. Yeah, GUFON radio stream. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on GUFON radio stream. Spaced Out Radio. Let's all go over to Spreaker or spacedoutradio.com and listen to George Knapp get interviewed by Dave Scott for 3 hours. See you guys. Thank you.